This is Nahum 301. Woe to the bloody city. It is all full of lies and robbery, and the prey departeth not. Want to give all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to all the elders and apostles of GMS that taught me this truth. Peace and shalom to my fellow Akim that are pushing this truth with honesty and sincerity. Shalom. Big shalom to the hopeful elect, man. And yeah, I did a lesson last week going into the bodies that were found in Canada at a school for indigenous kids, and I received information that an additional 104 bodies were found at a separate location. I initially thought that it was they were just trying to identify 104 of the 15 bodies, but actually it's two separate schools. So and I said in my my last video, woe to the bloody city, part 1, which I'm going to entitle this part 2, that more will be found, man. Why? Because Gad, which is the so-called Native Americans, and Reuben, which are the so-called Seminole Indians, they have been here for years, man. Thousands of years, okay? Which is why they're called Native Americans. Why? Because they were native to this place, man. So, and it's out in the air. The spirit's out in the air that we know Columbus or Christopher Cologne. We know that he didn't discover this place, man. All right. History, relics, and artifacts show that our people, man, were here first, man. Okay. And so I'm just gonna go through some of this this article and bring out some scriptures, man. All right, because these are indeed our people, man, who are plagued by the curses, man. All right, Salaki, real quick. Salaki for my background music so loud, but it says only 78 of those 104 bodies of the indigenous children have been matched with burial records so far. Chief Jennifer Boone of the Sioux Valley Dakota Nation said, after the discovery of 215 bodies of indigenous children in a mass grave near the Kamloops, Salakia for butchering it, residential school in British Columbia, Canada, the Sioux Valley Dakota Nation in Manitoba are sending their deepest sympathies and says they can relate to the grief. And see, this is what makes me think that is two separate places, man. Okay. Says our community emphasizes and understands the collective pain and sorrow that they forced Indian residential schools afflicted upon our nations, Chief Jennifer Boone said in a statement. The news has been triggered raw emotions of sadness and grief in all of us. The Sioux Valley Dakota Nation are working to identify their own series of unmarked graves at a former Brandon residential school located outside the city of Brandon in southern Manitoba, which had been in operation from 1895 to 1972 before its demolition in 2000. So far, they have discovered 104 possible bodies of indigenous children between three sites on the ground. The school's property, matching only 78 of them with burial records. And that was just one article I seen. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. I gotta pause it because I got it off someone's page and I don't want to reveal their information. So just a second. All right, so it says heart is heavy mourning another 104 indigenous children's bodies found at a residential school in Manitoba, Canada. How many more will they find? The last residential school closed in 1996. Over 150,000 children were sent to the boarding school and only 75,000 returned. They found another 104 bodies at the Brandon residential school. This hashtag 215 children is now 319 children and counting. And they've only searched 2 residential schools so far. Search all the other ones too. let the children finally go home. And this is the work of the hands of Esau Edom, and unfortunately, this is a judgment from our people as well, man. This is a judgment from our people. All right, and this will be prophesied that this would happen. That this would happen to our people, man. Let me see here. I think I want to start up a little bit more. It's Deuteronomy 28, and we know the curses. You know the curses of Deuteronomy start at 15. Let me see. Yeah, this is Deuteronomy 28. Therefore thou shalt serve thy enemies, which Lord Yahweh shall send against thee in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things, and shall put a yoke of iron upon their neck until they have destroyed thee. And look, these damn reservations that they have Gad living on, man, are absolutely atrocious. I remember one brother was telling me a story that Esau came in. I forgot which battalion they were in, but Esau came in and ravished and destroyed the whole damn village. And this one girl, she was the only survivor of her people, and they took her and held her hostage and raped and molested her up until she was a teen, man. And when she became an adult woman, she ended up committing suicide and killing herself. All right. This is the type of shit. This is the type of man that we're dealing with, man, that the Lord has put against us for his disobedience, man. Okay. But we're coming out of that, man. All right. We're coming out of that because we're returning to who we are. Verse 49. I'll jump down to 50. Verse 50. A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young. It didn't matter if these were indigenous babies or not, man. Esau was putting them down. 150,000 went to the school, and only 75,000 returned. Man, that's insane, man. That's insane, you know. And so they're gonna keep digging and finding these mass graves, man. Okay, they're gonna keep digging and finding these mass graves because our people suffer from these curses for rebellion against the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. All right. And ultimately what's going to happen from that is that Canada, along with America, for the blood of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua's children, this place has to be destroyed, man. And you're ultimately seeing it, Canada under lockdowns and all this other shit that's going on. Now this, all right, as well with America, violence is taking over America now, man. Okay, civil unrest is the new pandemic. Okay, and I wanted to do another violence in America's episode, and that might be coming because you know there was a mass shooting down in Austin over the weekend. Okay, so we might get into another one of those. This is Numbers 35 and 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it, which means Esau, Edom. Okay, which is your blood will be shed to cleanse the land because you shed blood on this land, man. All right, and there's no amount of reservations or reparations that you can give to the people, man, for the amount of blood that you have shed on it, man. Okay, therefore you will have to be destroyed on this land, and it's happening. All right, this man's society is falling apart from the scenes right before our very eyes. All right, it's violence, it's chaos, it's a nation or a kingdom divided against itself. It's a pandemic. It's food shortages coming. It's harsh weather conditions. All right, all these are scourges and amendments by the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. Let's see if that's it. Defile not the land, therefore the land which ye shall inhabit, wherein I dwell, for I, the Lord Yahweh, dwell among the children of Israel. And so we're not supposed to defile the land. Salakia. We're not supposed to defile the land where we dwell in, man. Okay? Let me see what else we got more on that. Nah, that's really it right there. That's really it. Going on again because these are our people, man, and they do suffer the curses that have fallen upon us. Cause I seen the video, I didn't watch it. I think the one of the elders posted it of what is it? It's Sinetta saying that the Israelites are afraid of Garfield and Vocab, when Sakari has been going ahead with Garfield for many years, man, and we already know Vocab ain't shit, you know. But it just goes to show you that we have the truth, man, because they continuously keep attacking the Lord's chosen people, the Hebrew Israelites. All right, they won't mention and go down and debunk the RFID, you know what? Okay, or they won't go against World War III. What you see is coming up, coming about. All right, so the doctrine is sound and set, man. And now the next thing that they were talking about was the 12 tribes chart, man, which is accurate, man. Okay, and brothers have done beautiful breakdowns going on into that, man, to prove it. And here's just something real quick right here. Let me see. Actually, we'll let me see. We'll read this first. It says, discovery independent scientific verification of an archaeological evacuated stone with ancient Hebrew inscribed into the surface has been completed in the Americas. The Back Creek stone was recovered during a professional archaeological dig by John W. Ermit of the Smithsonian Institute. And then you got that. You got the Lost Lunar Stone. Okay, and so we're just going to read a little bit into this, man. All right, just showing you that these are our people, man, because they suffer under the curses. Okay, now we're taking Hebrew writings by the beautiful brother Anai, who's very good in the Hebrew, man, young brother, but very, very sharp in the spirit, man. And he's teaching us the ancient Paleo Hebrew. I'm doing terrible at it. I'm just gonna be honest, but you know. And so we see all these different ancient Hebrew artifact writings, man, that were found. But let's since we were talking about the Back Creek stone, let's just pull that up just real quick, man. We don't want this lesson to get too long and drift. Look, they already tripping. Let's look. And I typed it in wrong. Oh, I'm always making typo errors, man. So let's just see what it says. The Back Creek inscription, also called the Back Creek stone or Back Creek tablets, is an inscribed stone collected as a part of the Native American burial mound evacuation in London County, Tennessee, in 1889 by the Smithsonian Bureau of Ethology's mound, survey directed by ethologist Cyrus Thomas. The inscriptions were initially described as Cherokee, but in 2004, similarities to an inscription that was circulating in a Freemason book were discovered. Hoax expert Kenneth Farrell says to peer-reviewed work of, let me see, what is this going on, man? Has demolished any claims of the stone's authenticity. Manford was themselves, the Back Creek stone is a fraud. So we're gonna move down and see, because we can see the Paleo Hebrew inscriptions right here, man. Thomas inaccurately identified the characters on the stone as beyond question the letters of the Cherokee alphabet, a writing system for the Cherokee language invented by, I don't know, Sasquatch in the early 19th century. The stone became subject of contention in 1970 with Smithicist Cyrus H. Gordon proposed that the letters of inscription are Paleo-Hebrew of the 1st and 2nd century AD rather than Cherokee. Therefore, the evidence of pre-Columbian transatlantic contact. Or according to Gordon, 5 of the 8 letters could read to be as for Judah or Yahweh. All right, just moving down. Despite some difficulties, Cherokee script is closer matched to that of the tablet than the late Canaanite proposed by Gordon, but gave no details. So see here, they tried to debunk the shit. In actuality, proving the authenticity of it, man. Because if it was fake, then how would they know that the description on it stood for Judah, man, or Yahweh? All right, and that's just one of them, man. Yeah, let's look into the Chief Joseph Stone. What they have to say about that, and the Lost Lunar Stone. Okay, when Chief Joseph, a renowned Nuaz prince leader, was surrounded by Europeans or Edomites in 1877, he gave a special gift to General Nelson. Alperton Miles wrote Vine Delora Jr. in his book Red Earth, White Lies. Okay, the gift received by the general was a pendant that turned out to be an ancient Mesopotamian cuneiform tablet. According to the Benjamin Denial, the tablet was translated by Robert Briggs, professor of archaeology at the Oriental Institute of the University of Chicago. Professor Briggs found that it was a sales receipt for a lamb dating back to 2042 BC. Man, unbelievable, man. This is beautiful. All right, the Lord puts us out nuggets for his believers, man. Okay, let me see. Just gonna move down. The story of Chief Jones tablet leaves us with a mystery. How did the ancient Assyrian artifact make it to the Western Hemisphere? The scholars are still scratching their heads in search of explanation. But when you read Second Esdras, the 13th chapter, it tells you this, man. Okay, it tells you this, that Shalmaneser came and got the southern the northern kingdom. They were captive there for a while, and then Hoshea the king came and got, and then Shalmaneser I think conquered them. I'm getting it all jumbled up. Salakia. I'm getting it all jumbled up. But yeah, they fled. They fled under their rule and came over here to America, man. And when they came over to America, it just was handed down from generation to generation. Okay, we know that the Native Americans are our people, man. This is Romans 8 and 16. This is Romans 8 and 16. The Spirit itself bear witness with our spirit that we are the children of Yahweh, man. That we are the children of Yahweh. Okay? Our spirit bears witness, man. And so, as well as with the Native Americans. Okay? So you're learning about a whole new Holocaust. You're learning about a whole new genocide that the schools has never taught, man. So it's more than Indians have died by goddamn blankets and chicken pox. It's more than that, man. The Lord Yahweh Shem Shai sent forth Esau Edom to help destroy our people, man. All right, for our righteously so, for our disobedience. This is Hosea 3 and 16. Samaria shall become desolate, for she hath rebelled against her power. They shall fall by the sword, their infants shall be dashed in pieces, and their women shall be ripped up. And that's what happened to our women, man. All right, fed to alligators, slicing open their pregnant wombs, boiling them alive, hanging them upside down, all this other shit, man. Okay, but Luke 18 and 17, everything is being brought forth to the light, man. Okay, and we know who the culprit is. This is Luke 8 and 17. For nothing is secret that should not be made manifest, neither anything hid that should not be known and come abroad. All right, or come abroad. And so we're finding out all these things. We're finding out the history of the Native Americans. Okay, we're finding out what language that they spoke. We're finding out that they called upon Yahweh, that they did certain dances, that they kept quote unquote Jewish customs, man. And so right here I have a picture, just real quick, a picture of I just typed in Native Americans and picture, and you can see right there, man. Right there, he's wearing fringes. You can see him wearing the fringes with the border at the top. Okay, and so let's just get another random picture. Let's see here. The woman's wearing fringes. Right here. More fringes. More fringes hanging down. And look, more fringes. More fringes hanging down. And so where'd they get that from? Come on, man. Look, I hate it when it jumbles up like that. Freezing. And they got it from the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. This is Numbers 15. Speak unto the children of Israel and bid them that they make fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations, and that they put them upon the fringe of the borders and a ribbon of blue. And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it and remember all the commandments of the Lord Yahweh and do them, and that ye speak not after your own heart and your own eyes, after which ye used to go a whoring, that you may remember and do all my commandments and be holy unto your power. And that's what the fringes are for, man. Okay, to keep a remembrance of who we are, man, as a people, and that we are a holy, a separate people, man, unto the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. Okay, so again, man, our spirit bear witness that we are the spirit, that we are the children of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. All right, and I'm gonna end it again with Nahum 3:1, man. Okay, again, Nahum 3:1. Woe to the bloody city! It is all full of lies and robbery, and the prey depart of not, man. And we are still to this day held captive, man. You Latinos, Native Americans, and you so-called Negroes, man. You have a deep, deep history that you have not been told about in this place, man. All right, but Luke 8:17, man, everything's being brought to light, man. So this was Woe to the Bloody City Part 2, man. I hope it was edifying. To the next lesson, man. Shalom.